Mario McKinney, also known as Hoodie Rio, became a household name in high school basketball after his junior season mixtape went viral. The mixtape showcased Mario's slick handle, shooting ability, and elite athleticism. Honestly, it was one of the best put together mixtapes I've seen in a while, and since then, Mario has been one of the most viewed athletes all in baller's life. But we see players like Mario every year. Their highlights on YouTube get thousands of views, but when it comes to college recruiting, they're considered a 4-star or even 3-star recruit. Now, in the grand scheme of things, rankings don't really matter. We've seen plenty of underrated recruits make it to the league, but it makes you wonder why Mario is so overlooked compared to other guards in his class. Let's take a look at Mario's game and his breakdown to see if his ranking is justified or if he's severely underrated. Mario's biggest strength has to be his ability to attack downhill. He's very shifty and explosive in the open court. Mario changes gears in a split second with low to the ground crossovers. He's a very bouncy guard that doesn't need much room to explode for an above the rim finish. Finding through contact isn't an issue for Mario as well. He has a very strong frame and his drives are almost running back like the way he puts his head down and forces his way to the rim. In the half court, Mario played off ball more times than I would have liked to see. I'm not sure why, but he was utilized in a high post a lot for his high school team. And for a 6'2" guard, the high post isn't an ideal spot to get the ball, but Mario adjusted to it pretty well. But obviously, Mario's driving ability is better suited when he's attacking from the perimeter than in the high post. His quick first step makes it very tough for a defender to stay in front of him, and I like the fact that Mario can finish at the rim with both hands. He's always in attack mode, constantly keeping the defense on their heels. Mario has shown a lot of promise on the defensive end. He's a tough, gritty player that rarely backs down from a challenge. You have to be careful with the ball when Mario's defending you because if you're not, it's very likely he'll end up picking your pocket. He's great at sliding his feet and stopping a ball handler from attacking without reaching, and Mario utilizes his quick hands and speed to get steals in the passing lanes. And for a shorter guard, he's gained a reputation for chase down blocks. If he's having a bad night offensively, you could expect Mario to at least play solid defense. And also, Mizzou's going to be really happy they're getting a guard who isn't afraid to crash the boards. Mario is a player that just does whatever it takes to help his team win. Despite the lack of height, Mario makes up for it with his athleticism and endless motor. This motor allows him to impact the game in ways that may not show up on the stat sheet. A big area of improvement for Mario is his jump shooting ability. He shot a very poor 25% from 3 on the EYBL circuit, and that didn't improve much his senior year. His release point on his shot is pretty low, but his overall shot mechanics aren't too bad. I think it boils down to his consistency with the shot mechanics though. Sometimes he shoots flat-footed, sometimes he doesn't put enough arc on his shot, sometimes he overshoots the target. Basically, Mario needs to learn how to shoot the same way every single time, and this issue can be fixed. He just needs a lot of reps in the gym, which will build his confidence as a shooter and improve his efficiency from the perimeter. Another big area of improvement is Mario's feel for the game at the point guard spot. Right now he's a combo guard that favors scoring more than anything else, but going forward, Mario really needs to learn to improve his decision making with the ball and more importantly, learn how to make his teammates better. Too many times Mario tries to be a one-man fast break, and as you can expect, things don't always go his way. He can be very wild and out of control pushing the ball up the court, and his tunnel vision when attacking makes him jack up some pretty bad shots. I think Mario wants to get to the rim so bad sometimes that he ends up driving with really no plan, which leads to a turnover or a forced shot. It will be a lot harder to get to the basket once he's at the D1 level, so Mario really needs to learn how to pick his spots when attacking. And right now, I feel like he's not really comfortable or ready to be a primary ball handler for a team quite yet. When pressured by a solid defender, Mario coughs up the ball more times than I like to see, and as a passer, he's average at best. If Mario wants to reach his true potential as a player, then he really needs to improve in this area of his game. Well, here's my verdict. You can expect Mario to bring a lot of energy and toughness for Mizzou next year. The exciting combo guard will most definitely have a lot of highlight plays for the Tigers next season. He's not a one-dimensional player. He can be used as a slasher on offense or a defensive guy that can lock down a player on the opposing team. While this is a good thing, Mario still has a lot of room for improvement as a player. He really needs to polish his game offensively, especially as a perimeter shooter. Also, learning how to make the teammates around him better on the floor will really elevate his game to the next level. These improvements won't happen overnight. He'll have a lot of growing pains his freshman year, but that's to be expected. I believe Mario's work ethic, toughness, and natural talent will allow him to overcome any obstacles or walls during his time at Mizzou. If he puts the pieces together, then it'll be really exciting to see what kind of player he'll develop into.